So I don't really have anything planned for this video, but I just have a few things that I would like to say, that I would like to share. So this video might be all over the place, but hopefully you get a message out of it, a good message out of it. But anyway, the first thing I want to say is that life is a journey. Life is not a competition. The only person you should be in competition with is yourself. You should be doing things every single day to be the person that to be a better person than you were yesterday. Every single day you should improve, even if it's in a small way. That is your competition right there, yourself. Now, when I was younger, I really didn't like myself. I used to compare myself to others. I used to wish that I was somebody else. I didn't like my face, my hair, the way my body looked. I just didn't like me. And if I see somebody that I think is better looking than me, I would wish to be them. I would think that their life is easier because look at them. They are just really good looking and I'm just me. Or if they had a better phone than me or something like that, I would wish that I had a phone like that or even a better phone. So I would be comparing myself to others constantly. And that would bring down my confidence a lot, my self-esteem, right? And I also wanted to be popular too. So I remember I made slight changes to myself so that I would look cool. I got a like I was the first one in my class to have an iPhone, and everybody they was like they were my friend because they saw an iPhone and they know that the quality for pictures is good, so they just was hanging around me, and that made me feel good, you know. Then after a while, they just left. So I was constantly comparing myself, and that is something that I had to grow out of. I had to grow out of it by just accepting myself and just being grateful for the things that I have. But it took me a while to learn. And in today's world with social media and all of those things, it is so easy to fall into that trap of comparing your life to somebody else. Or because you see them on the beach living their life and you are just at home, or because you see them in Dubai and you never went on a plane before. You know, you see all these things, people post all these things, but you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. You don't know what they had to do to get to where they are. All of us, we have 24 hours, right? But each and every one of us, we are on our own journey. And one of the main things that I had to learn is to just stay in your lane, to just keep looking in your lane. Don't look in somebody else's lane. Don't look at somebody else's life and compare to yours, because you will bring yourself down. You will make yourself unhappy. And to be honest, sometimes it happens to me still, but it's not as bad as before. Sometimes I'll fall into that trap, just a little bit. But yeah, it is so easy to fall into that trap, but you always have to remember that everybody have their own time. Everybody will not turn into a butterfly at the same time. Some of us we see somebody turn into a butterfly and we are still a caterpillar. And we really can't compare that, because we don't know all the hard work that they put in the background to reach where they want to reach. So this is why you cannot compare yourself. And even if that person is posting about they living this good life, you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. You don't know if they are crying after they take that picture. You really don't know what's going on. So this is why you can't compare yourself. This is why you have to stay in your lane. So if you are starting a business and your friend have a business and that business is like really big, don't compare yourself to that, because there was one time, at one point, they had to start small. They had to start somewhere. At one point they were just like you. With YouTube, if you started your YouTube channel a year ago and somebody started their own 6 months ago, and they have more views and more likes and more subscribers than you, don't compare yourself. Don't compare yourself. You just keep going. That should motivate you to keep going. That should not be a reason for you to put yourself down and for you to feel like quitting. That should make you want to keep going. And you should be happy for that person, because your time is coming too. So this is why comparing yourself, it's not worth it, because your time will come. One day you will turn into that butterfly and you will fly really high. But right now, you should stay in your lane. You should look in your lane and keep on building that castle. And one day before you know it, your time will be here, and you might not even think about yesterday when you were down, and it's like you're not seeing progress. You will not even think about that as much, right? So keep going, and always try to keep in mind that slow progress is still progress too, and have a little fun with it. But just remember, keep in mind that your time is coming. Your time could be tomorrow. Your time could be the next day. Your time could be in the next hour. So this is why you should keep going. And if you see somebody doing better than you, and they are younger than you, or they are your age, or they are a little older than you, use that as a motivation. Don't compare yourself to them. Use that as motivation to keep going. And your time will come.